Henry, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Henry Frank, and my colleagues and I at the Office of Ignatian Spirituality want to welcome you and thank you for joining us to pray the Ignatian Examen this afternoon. The Examen is a prayer of reflection. We take a few minutes to pause and reflect on our day or week, notice when God felt near to us, and then ask for the grace to love God and others a little more deeply tomorrow. As we begin today, I want to situate our time of prayer in two holidays we recognize today. It's the Feast of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and today is also Juneteenth. I think it's providential that these days overlap this year, given the deep wounds and sins in our nation that have been laid bare recently. There's a lot that could be said about this, and as a white man, I only want to say that I myself, for my part, have much work to do, both in deep spiritual reflection and conversion of heart, and discerning how God is urging me to do more to advance the work of racial justice. For those who spend less time on Twitter than I do, Pope Francis tweeted this morning, "The Lord always watches over us with mercy. Let us not be afraid of approaching him. He has a merciful heart. If we show him our inner wounds, our inner sins, he will always forgive us. It is pure mercy. Let us go to Jesus." And so as we meditate on the Sacred Heart of Jesus and discern how we can advance the work of racial justice, we turn to examine our own hearts. Leading us in today's Examen are Mary McGinnity and Mike Mothes from the Ignatian Volunteer Corps. IVC is a service corps of retired professional women and men. A little bit about Mary and Mike. Mary has served as president and CEO of IVC since 2009. She's a graduate of College of the Holy Cross and has over 30 years of experience in both public and private nonprofit management, having founded or co-founded 3 social service nonprofit organizations. She also serves on the boards of 3 nonprofits. Mike is the IVC Regional Director in Northern Virginia. He joined IVC following 10 years of teaching and 5 years of teaching theology and 5 years of parish ministry. Mike is a graduate of Boston College and former Jesuit volunteer in Bend, Oregon, and Houston, Texas. Mike studied theology at Union Theological Seminary in New York City and is alum of our very own Contemplative Leaders in Action program. I'm excited and grateful to be partnering with IVC today. I've gotten to know IVC through their work here in Portland, Maine. They're a wonderful group of people offering their time and talents in service to the world. I'm going to let Mary tell you a little bit more about IVC and then lead us in a time of prayer.
Thank you, Henry. And we are so excited to be here today and to spend this time in some prayer and contemplation together. As you pointed out, Henry, our world really needs both the contemplative side and the action side, and that's what we're called into being. I appreciate, Henry, too, your help with us in IVC. You're helping us to launch it up in Portland, so we're thrilled that you're able to give your own personal time to help us. For those of you who don't know much about IVC, as Henry mentioned, it is a service corps of dedicated men and women who are repurposing their pre-retirement and the retirement years in service in their local areas, specifically to address the needs of people in low-income and marginalized communities. In this work, they are fostering healing and change through the utilization of their lifelong professional skills, their personal wisdom, and their dedication of committed time. These men and women, once they have been accepted, then are placed into nonprofit service agencies that are out there in the neighborhoods and the communities and the schools. And these agencies have high reputations for effectiveness. Our service corps members do a lot of different jobs, a lot of different capacities to enhance the work of these organizations as they too grapple with inadequate resources. In all of this work, we bring hope to people through our deep engagement and our interpersonal connectedness with one another, something we really need in our country today. In order to strengthen them in this work, there is a structured spiritual support and formation program that all the volunteers work and participate in. And that affords them the opportunity to take the time to reflect and pray on the meaning of their service to others and to share in community with each other. And it's in that strength that they then go back out into the communities and bring deep love and care in what they do. So it's an amazing organization, and I've been so honored to be a part of it. And we know very powerfully the gift of prayer. It animates our work in the world. So I'd like to now invite us to enter into prayer, and Mike will introduce today's examen.
Thank you, Mary. Our days are busy. These past 3 months, time in Zoom meetings replaced in-person time. Time encouraging kids to attend their distance learning classes replaced time commuting. Time covering protests replaced time covering COVID-19 in the news. Time. Is it my time to control, or is God's time gifted to me? Kairos, God's time. During this time together, I invite you to let God into your day.
And so now let us center ourselves into the presence of our divine, loving God. Take a few minutes, relax in your sheet, settle. Let us slowly focus on our breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and as you exhale, allow each muscle to relax, to settle. Imagine yourself like a rock sinking to the bottom of a lake, slowly relaxing, bringing your mind, your heart into awareness of this moment. Just gently acknowledge how you are feeling at this moment. If you are frazzled or stressed, just attend to it. Befriend to your feelings. If you are calm, acknowledge it. If you are angry, be present. Just attend to your feelings. God is present in your feelings, in your life. Allow yourself to be kind to who you are right now. And in this quiet moment, invite the light of divine love to surround you. Feel the presence of God. Ask for insight as you prepare to review your day. Let that light come in the form of the divine, in the form of a deep sense of your true self.
take a moment to think about how this pandemic and its revelations impact your life. Even as we are being asked to distance ourselves from one another socially, ask yourself what connections you find yourself grateful for. Who makes you feel grounded and connected to God? Public health and social issues have a way of making us recognize how interwoven our lives are with others in society. It can help us realize who we may often choose not to see or connect with. Is there a person or group of people especially affected by the health pandemic that you don't often choose to see or connect with normally? What connections to others are you becoming more aware of? Who do you normally choose to reach out and connect to? Who do you avoid or refuse to see? If you can, picture the faces of these people. Which of these people impact you the most? Note the emotions you feel when you think of these individuals without judging or overanalyzing. Simply acknowledge them. Pay attention and listen to where God may be speaking, inviting love for yourself, for others in health and clarity.
As you become aware of the ways we are connected or disconnected to one another, allow a connection or a lack of connection to surface in your mind. One that seems important, significant, or is manifesting itself the strongest to come into your awareness. Pause. Reflect on where you're being invited to grow from this moment. Take a moment to pray with it. Allow light to reveal clarity, insight. Allow yourself to acknowledge depth of feeling and truth. God gifted us with limitless creativity and imagination. Even in this time of separation and possible isolation, what is one way that you can maintain meaningful connection to others? Directly, or through technology, or through intentional focus and attention?
Now, take a deep breath and moment of quiet. Bring yourself into an awareness of gratitude for all that has been revealed in this time of sacred grace. Ask for continued grace and guidance as you reawaken to the day. And when you are ready, pray.
Take, Lord, receive all I have and possess. You have given all to me, and now I return it. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mary and Mike. I'm grateful to you both for leading our prayer this afternoon, and to the Ignatian Volunteer Corps for partnering with us. And thank you to all of you who have joined us and prayed with us online. I do want to give a quick shout out to the IVC team who has been following and watching on Facebook. I'm going to give this a try. Be sure to follow IVC on Facebook to learn more about the incredible work that they're doing all around the country. Also, if you're new to the Examen, we've posted some resources on our website, jesuitseastois.org/examenlive. If you can see the videos from previous Examen Live events and pray with those, and you can also scroll down to the bottom and there are links. There are numerous versions of this prayer and lots of other resources to help explain it and how to pray it and guide you. So I encourage you to check those out. The best way to stay informed about upcoming Examen Live events and other programs at the Office of Ignatian Spirituality is by signing up on our website. You can also do that at jesuitseastois.org/examenlive, and we will let you know via email as future events are scheduled. Again, thank you all for joining us. Have a great afternoon and weekend, and we will see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.